We just got done going through all of our books, probably for the third or fourth time in the last couple of years. This time what was different is that we took pictures of all of them. So what we thought we'd talk about today is how we decided what books to keep and what books to get rid of.
The reason why I wanted to keep these are A, sentimental value, and B, I want to be able to teach my kids to end up being able to read this.
My question to you was, can we not get these some other way? Is this something that you're really going to use? And, okay, so you want to use them for the kids.
These are kind of like the classics.
Well, I mean, realistically, we don't have classics in English. Practically speaking, we can go to the library very easily and get classics in English. But since we're not in Costa Rica, we can't do that.
I don't think
really?
so.
So I guess that's why we're keeping these for now.
Yeah, I really enjoyed reading this book, The End of the Spirit. This was really hard to decide whether or not to get rid of.
Our stupid fish aquarium malfunctioned somehow and messed up the bottom of the book.
My parents got it autographed.
So that won out over the mold, I guess.
Yeah.
For the time being, at least.
The more I look at the mold, the more I'm like, ugh.
Realistically speaking, you're probably not going to be reading that actual copy of the book.
I won't, because I don't like putting my hand there.
You sure you don't want to just take a picture of the autograph?
Yeah, I might just end up doing that.
That's one of the many reasons that I prefer digital copies of books. This book is one I really enjoy. However, I've gone through and gotten the prayers out of here. I've typed up the prayers, and that's the main part that I really wanted out of the book. I'm not going to go back and read this probably, so it makes the most sense for me to get rid of it. This is a book that was really life-changing to me in my late teens. Even though it's not something that I'm going to go back and read a lot, it's one that kind of just sticks with me. It's a classic. Again, it's one that we could have digital, but we already have this copy. And I really do prefer to be able to underline and highlight stuff physically. Generally speaking, my goal would be to check a book out of the library and go through it and decide if I really want to buy it. However, there are certain books that I know I'm going to want to highlight in. And if I want to highlight in a book, then I want to own it.
I don't see myself buying a book. If it would be like a picture or something like that book.
Yeah, it would have to be a really special circumstance.
Special, coffee table book or something.
Because we really don't want to add more stuff.
The thing with books is that they're heavy. They don't really travel well.
We're not like, oh, books people. I know there's people like that, a lot of people like that. And if that's the main thing that you enjoy, by all means, have a lot of books.
Yeah, we're not bashing books.
This book I've held on to for a long time. The main reason because of all the highlights that I've had. So what I'm going to do with this is just go through and take pictures of the pages that I have underlined. That way I'll have like a record of that stuff. But realistically, this whole thing is online. Like you can go and read the whole thing online. Free. There are a number of like homeschooling type books that we kept, mainly because we know that our kids are going to be using them in the years to come. We can access so much of the stuff online now. For example, a Cults and Religions book that I have had since college that I really enjoy having that reference, but realistically I can go on and Google any of those things at any time.
I'm keeping a book on Hebrew grammar. It has like little exercises that you can do and stuff like that. I don't know where I would get something like that online in a concise form.
There are always those books that you say, I'm going to read that someday, or I'm going to go back to that someday, and you just never really get around to it. So for the most part, what we've decided is if there's something that we want to in the future read and actually decide, okay, this is the time I'm going to read it, then we'll go and purchase it, probably a digital copy or whatever. So that has helped us be able to get rid of more things because we had some really nice books in great condition, but realistically, yeah, why?
I remember one in particular by Aristotle. I remember buying it and my dad was like, what? I'm gonna read this. I never finished it and it was just rolling around and it was one of those books that,
I feel sophisticated.
I feel sophisticated. I'm gonna read about rhetoric. A lot of those classics, if you go on Amazon, they're free.
That's true. There's a lot of stuff that you can
They're free.
In your home, in your bookshelves. Why do you want them lined with a bunch of good intentions that make you feel like guilty
and they take up space
and get dusty? Why do you want to keep dusting them? Not that we dust, but Let us know in the comments below. How do you decide what to get rid of, what to keep? Are you one of those people who has to have the physical book?
I think there's a problem.
Battery.
No,
it is battery.
Oh, battery.
I told you it was really crooked before and you didn't listen. It doesn't have a back because it is actually from an old boyfriend. And he wrote a message to me and I tore it off and threw it away because, So there's really no reason for me to keep this anymore.
Yeah, throw it away.
Very funny. That was my question to you when you decided whether to get rid of all those or not, because you have probably like 20 of them. And
20 of them? No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, that's almost 20. So